Assalamualaikum. Hey y'all, welcome back and thank you so much kerana masih lagi bersama eTuisyen online. So for this session is for English Form 3 ataupun tingkatan 3 syllabus KSSM bersama dengan Miss Anis. Okay, so nak tahulah juga how is everyone in my class. Kalau tak nak pun tak apalah, I faham, but I do want to know siapa that is joining me in this session. Kalau boleh guna live chat. So kalau tak tahu kat mana tu, dekat bawah tu ada macam ada bentuk icon that dialogue kind of comment, right? Click on that and then hopefully nak tahu korang sihat tak, apa khabar, how are you? Hopefully if you are, hi Arisa, how are you Arisa? Are you well? Siapa lagi kat sini? I wanted to know siapa my students in my class. Okay, so this is English Form 3 untuk KSSM. Alright, so macam biasa kita akan go through checklist, tapi I wanted to do something different, which is kita nak, kalau boleh, I wanted to add some new vocabs for you guys. Tapi tak sempat nak tulis, so I owe you next week 2 perkataan that we're gonna go through on apa makna dia, and then macam mana nak guna dalam sentence. Okay tak kalau macam tu I nak suggest, but not today, probably we're gonna do it next week. Kalau okay with you guys, I'm gonna do that next week. But for today, kita go through checklist to ensure korang punya session okay, smooth. Kalau tak, nanti kan kaprek habis dia punya battery. Contohlah kita tak go through battery, tak check battery kan, tak fully charge, korang kena pergi cari charger, lepas tu dah waste some few minutes. So while we're on talking about battery right now, have a look at your device, your phone ke, your laptop ke, or your, what are you using nowadays, notebook kan, check the battery cukup tak. Kalau 20% tu, itu penandanya go and get the charger and then plug it in. You need to charge your devices now. Okay, other than the, what's it called, the battery, macam biasalah juga go to the, macam ada bunga dekat bawah tu, that QR kind of icon, apa nama, pump it up untuk resolution, lagi nampak, lagi clear, lagi high definition lah. So 21080 ataupun 720, these two lah for high definition. Tapi kalau tak boleh, I do understand, sometimes internet kaprak. Alright, internet does like macam tak tahu kenapa tiba hari ni lah pula dia sakit. Okay, so if you need to make it tone down to 360 or 280, be my guest, but probably later when your internet is better, you use it at higher definition so that you can see whatever that I'm gonna write on the board today. Anything else? Yes, so if you have not done so, ataupun macam tak pernah nak guna kita punya Ask Tutor dekat dalam our eTuisyen, ada kat sini, eTuisyen.my, right, our website. Okay, I believe that you have your account. So if you macam apa nama, nak ada soalan or you need to clarify something, be my guest, please find me or any other tutors dekat dalam Ask Tutor tu. Or you can also post some feeds, ataupun you tahu macam, kejap, this is a really good idioms, ataupun this is a really good synonyms. Okay, idioms is macam peribahasa, ataupun really macam kata kiasan or pembandingan, those things that you learn in Malay language, dalam bahasa Inggeris pun ada. So yeah, other than the vocab, I was thinking to add also to share some idioms, but not this week. I'll do that next week. Okay, probably just to give you more words. What can you use in your writings, or you can use when you try to speak or something like that. Okay, alright, so that's for next week. So hopefully I'll see you guys next week for that. And then what are the things that kenapa kita pergi situ apa pergi dulu dah. Sorry. So yes, resolution. And then, I was talking about website, alright? And then another thing is our social media. Okay, kalau korang belum, we have TikTok. FYI, some of our tutors, not me, I don't know if I want to go there, but some of our tutors are teaching using TikTok. And we also have IG as well, okay, Instagram. We put some posts, some sharings that you can read and refer for more information. Anything else? Telegram as well, and our Facebook. Twitter pun ada. Okay, tempat kau semua benda ada. Okay, right? So doesn't mean that just using this YouTube or this online learning that you can gain information ataupun more knowledge. Alright, so I believe let's start for our content for today. Alright, so apa yang kita belajar last week, right? Last week kita belajar pasal past tense. Alright, if you're not here, you haven't joined me, so welcome. Actually, if this is your first class, welcome. And then what we're going to cover for today is on grammar, and which is that you use. Actually, you can use it anywhere. You can use it in your writing. You can use it in your reading. You can use it in your speaking. Sorry. You can use it in your listening as well. Right, for grammar. So what we're going to cover is today is present tense. Okay, so present tense. Last week past tense, and the week before is subject verb agreement. Okay, so kenapa Miss buat macam belajar subject verb agreement and then belajar past tense and then belajar present tense? Because for it to give you macam ada flow or like a story when you learn grammar actually. So subject verb agreement, kenapa nak belajar? Like what am I talking about? Where's my marker? Sorry. Alright, so 2 weeks ago you learned this. Kalau you tak you weren't here, don't worry. You can go into that online learning, find under Bahasa Inggeris, and then find the class from 2 weeks ago. We covered this subject verb agreement. So di mana if your subject, alright, if your subject is singular or plural, dia punya verb kena agree, alright? So if it's singular, then this verb is also need to be singular. Kalau verb dia plural, it also plural subject will have plural verb. Cannot be the other way around. Dia kena agree, dia kena sama. Sebab if not, you will confuse your reader. You will confuse the people that you're trying to communicate to speak. Siapa yang tengah nak, contohlah you nak bagi surat ke apa kan, kau tak faham pula. Dia ni tengah cakap pasal seseorang ke atau pasal dua orang ke? Okay, so that's why it matters for you to understand bila singular subject, verb dia pun singular, and etc. juga sama untuk plural subject dengan plural verb. Maksudnya contoh, like say for example, if he is your subject, right? So maksudnya kalau verb kenalah is. Okay, it cannot be are. No, that's wrong. Okay, so that's what you learned 2 weeks ago. Now, last week you belajar pasal past tense. So you answer the question, what had happened yesterday? What did you do 2 months ago? What have you been doing since for 3 months? Okay, so this kind of questions macam apa yang telah berlaku, what had happened. So this is what you learned last week. Okay, so that's what you learned last week. Now this week apa yang kita akan belajar is on present tense. Okay, so this is what we're gonna learn today, present tense. So you are asking, what are you doing now? Okay, sorry, macam tergagap pula. Okay, alright. So present tense ni, it describe whatever that you're doing right now, sekarang. Anything that you're doing right now, or or even something that you wanted to do in a few moments ke. Dia macam kind of like macam future tense juga, tapi present tense it's more to say like what's going on, like apa yang tengah terjadi sekarang. You're like whatever that I'm talking in the moment right now. Also anything that is routine. Okay, you selalu buat. Memang dah tahu like you dalam pukul 5, sekarang pukul apa? Sorry, dalam pukul 6 later you will go outside and jogging. Memang tahulah, okay. Every day you will go and exercise outside. So you will use present tense as well. And also things that is a general terms ataupun it is well known that pyramid is one of the seven wonders of the world, okay? So something facts like it is happened outside that like Earth is a sphere. You cannot say Earth was a sphere because it's still sphere right now. Okay, maksudnya apa? Bumi masih lagi berbentuk sfera. Okay, so anything that is general terms like it is a fact, you also use present tense. Okay, and then untuk form 3 ni, apa yang korang kena belajar pasal present tense ada 4 kategori ataupun ada 4 situation. There's 4 situations that you use, bukan situations I would say cases. Okay, cases where you use present tense. Okay, so let me just padam ni, tulis elok sikit. Sorry. I'm going to use 2 colors. Okay, so what you're going to learn is present tense. Okay, so ada 4. So the first one is simple. Simple present. Now, simple present ni, you use it when, macam Miss cakap tadi, daily routines. Like every day you brush your teeth, right? You won't say brushing your teeth or I have brushed my teeth. You would say I brush my teeth every day. Okay, or she brushes her teeth every day. Apa lagi? You jangan cakap you tak mandi. Okay, of course every day you mandi. So this kind of activities that you do daily ataupun makan, eating, right? So she eats every day. So and like if say that every day, every time, every week. So it's a routine. So this is where you would use simple present. Okay, simple present ni macam case past tense kita belajar minggu lepas. It's simple. So you don't need to add a verb to be ataupun another word like am, is, are. You don't need to do that. You just use the subject. Okay, the subject and then the verb directly. Okay, so that's why it's simple. Now, another situation where you use simple present is when it's a universal facts ataupun macam macam nak cakap fakta. Like you know that's the fact. Okay, contohnya who is our Prime Minister? Something like that. So our Prime Minister is Muhyiddin Yassin for now lah. Okay, so it's a fact. Ataupun we have how to say this? The Earth is a sphere. Something like that. Okay, so you will use simple present. Anything else? As well. So if say you have a schedule thing to do tomorrow, okay, that's where you use simple present as well. Okay, so things that contoh-contohnya, the first one is daily routines. So this one I will give the example. She brushes her teeth every morning. Okay, so see here, she brushes her teeth. So directly, so this is the subject. You know what, let's use another color. So she is the subject and then it's a singular subject. Nampak tak? She ni. So orang saja. So she brushes her teeth. So tak ada tambah am, is or are. She just directly she and then the verb. And then this verb have to be in the simple present punya form. Okay. So here it added es from the root word ataupun base word. Okay. Oh, cakap pasal base word and root word and then dia punya simple past punya form ni kan. If you go to the description, right, I actually have macam prepared a table for you to write or prepare ataupun macam list out all the verbs and then try to make them into a different version. Kan? Kalau if you go to the description, there is a file for you to download. Kalau tak ada, don't worry, I'll probably go and share it in the website. Okay, so what is this? In verbs, right? When you use verb, different situation ataupun different cases, right? Dia ada different bentuk bentuk dia. Okay, so the first one is the base. So base ni maksudnya tak affected by is it happening now, is it happening later, or it has happened, okay, ataupun it's been a passive form ke ataupun active form, right? So it's very neutral. So that's the base word, okay, the base form of it. And then if I'm not mistaken, the second column is the simple past. So simple past ni when something had happened and then it has finished, okay, memang dah terjadi dah, tak ada dia masih lagi terjadi ke ataupun you need to clarify ke apa, tak ada. So that's simple past. And then the third one, if I'm not mistaken, is the past participle. Now this past participle is usually used bila you nak kena guna past perfect, ataupun later kita akan cover one of the situation that we're going to cover under present tense, which is present perfect. So perkataan when you use had, have, had is for past tense, for present tense has dengan have. So ada ni, then you will need to use the past participle punya form of the verb. And then ada pula dia punya yang es, ies, that's actually the simple present punya form. Okay, that's the simple present form. And then the last one is ing. Okay, so by knowing macam mana nak spell the words ataupun how does it look like, so this I was thinking like you can use this untuk macam prepare yourself. Okay, bila I'm using this to describe something that is happening right now, okay, so this is the form of that verb. Macam mana spelling dia. Okay, so have a look. If you have not done yet, pergi dekat description, ada file that you can download and then try to, this is where I'm gonna challenge you, use your dictionary. Okay, kalau you tak ada paper, don't worry, you can use the online dictionary to find the form of this verb. Okay, selain daripada find the form of it, try to understand what does it mean as well. Okay, you can write it on the paper itself ataupun in that document itself, or you can just read through whatever that you find in your dictionary. Tengok macam mana, apa makna perkataan-perkataan ni, and then how do you use it in a sentences as well. Try to have another paper and then make an example macam mana nak guna perkataan-perkataan ni. So this is how you can use to increase, other than your vocab, you can also increase you more sentences to write. Okay, so this is one of the things that I'm trying to help you lah. Okay, right, so that's in the description. Panjang lebar aku cerita tu. Sorry, I forgot about that document that I wanted to share. Right, so she brushes her teeth every morning. So every morning, every day. So this is where you will use simple present. Okay, so anything, another one I wanted to give is to teach as well is when something is negative ataupun you use like how to say this, like you it's not happening ataupun macam tak nak, I don't want it, I don't like it or something like that. So you use simple present as well. Tapi macam mana bentuk dia? Okay, say for example if it's negative, so negative statement, formula dia, okay, so macam last week kita ada formula bila kita pakai past tense, simple past, bila kita pakai continuous, bila kita pakai perfect, even present also ada formula. Formula untuk negative statement is you kena start dengan verb to be ataupun verb to be is like am, is, are, ataupun you use do or does, and then you tambah dengan perkataan not. Alright, so this is negative statement. You either use am, is, are, this verb to be, ataupun do or does, and then not, and then tambah root word of the verb. Okay, so contohnya I do not like strawberries. Okay, so I do not like strawberries. Okay, so this kind of example. So bila you pakai do not and then this punya apa verb dia kena dalam bentuk root word. Okay, so say for example another one. She is not what? Okay, suddenly Miss tak ada idea pula. Anyone have an idea? Macam nak pakai ni? She is not. Wait, this is. Okay, she is not the one I look for. Okay, so bila guna macam ni, letakkan verb to be and then not. Alright? Okay, so here, this is one of the example untuk simple present. Okay, now ada 3 lagi that I wanted to share with you. So the first one is simple present. Second one, warna apa? Warna biru. Okay, warna biru ni pula. So the second one, so this is simple ataupun what is happening. As a matter of speaking kita jangan cakap kan. Ataupun very daily routines and general situation. Now, second one is present continuous. Now, present continuous ni is what is happening at this moment. Macam you tengah bayangkan orang tengah, like I'm speaking to you, I'm teaching you. So whatever that is happening right now. So this is where you use present continuous. Okay, at this moment, as of we're speaking right now kan. I'm talking to you right now. So now ni, bila the term now, like what's happening right now. So this is where you use present continuous. Okay, kalau Madam Melayu nak cakap apa yang tengah terjadi, tengah, bila perkataan tengah. Alright, so wherever that you try to write sentences, ada makna dia tengah, okay, tengah terjadi. So this is where you use present continuous. And then another thing is when you use as a passive form. So maksudnya instead of do it now, I am doing it now. So macam you're like putting it in a passive kind of like tone. So ni kita akan cover bila active dengan passive probably in 3 or 4 weeks later. But this is kind of so when you use it in a passive form, you will use the present continuous. Okay, so ni pun ada, you know what, I lupa nak cover simple present. Formula dia lupa nak cover tadi. Formula dia is your ada subject and then your verb dia dalam bentuk es, ies ataupun s. So your verb tu tambah es ataupun tambah ies ataupun tambah s. Okay, if it's singular. Kalau subject singular. Tapi kalau plural subject, usually you will use the root word ataupun the what's it called, base form. Tak payah nak tambah es ke, tak payah. Okay, tambah es atau ies bila dia dalam bentuk bila your singular subject. Okay, so that's why kalau plural subject you just use root. That's why subject verb agreement kena tahu. You need to understand what does it mean by subject verb agreement. When singular subject, bila your orang yang tengah nak buat action tu seorang ataupun 2 orang ataupun lebih. Memang it does matter because it will affect your verb. Okay, so ni untuk simple present. Present continuous formula dia. Okay, you letak am, is ataupun are and then verb dia bentuk ing. Okay, so maksudnya in a sentence, kalau untuk present continuous ni, you guna am, is ataupun are, and then you punya verb will have ing dekat belakang. So another form ataupun what we call this ing is present participle, but I'm just gonna use ing lah, senang sikit. Budak pening pula korang, mana ada banyak pula participle ni. Okay, don't worry. Here I'll use ing. Okay, contohnya, let's use this. Contohnya, I am talking to you right now. Okay, so this is one of the example. I am talking to you. So here, so your subject is I. So I, okay, kita belajar lagi pronouns. Bila kita belajar pronouns, I, she, like the pronouns is kata nama. Alright, so dia kalau I, dia special sikit. So here dia punya verb to be dia adalah am. Tapi kalau untuk she, he, it's ataupun it, you will use is untuk verb to be. Okay, so untuk I is am. Okay, alright. So I am talking to you. So here see ada am and then you tambah ing dekat belakang. So that is present continuous and that is happening right now. Okay, alright. Ataupun I guess another example, we are going to the shop. So here dia nak bagi tahu we are going. Tengah nak I'm going orang nak pergi ke kedai. Alright, so we are going to the shop. So see here the subject is a plural. Okay, dia ni plural. So we ni kami, ramai. Okay, so that's dia punya verb to be adalah are. And then dia punya bila dah because we're putting in a present continuous ataupun tengah terjadi, right? At this moment untuk sentence ni, so you tambah ing. Go tu dia punya root word ataupun base word dan you tambah ing dekat belakang. Okay, so here is the example untuk present continuous. Anything that is happening, apa yang tengah terjadi sekarang. Okay, now sekarang apa Alright, sekarang masuk. Alright, so simple present, anything that is daily routine ataupun macam very general, you will use simple. Anything that is happening right now is present continuous. Now the third situation ataupun the third case untuk tense ni bila kita ada sesuatu yang dah terjadi ataupun dah terjadi, dia dah start. You contohlah, you baca buku, right? So say for example you are reading a book since 2 months ago and sampai sekarang tak habis-habis lagi sebab ada 500 pages and it's a boring book. So tak habis lagi baca, masih lagi dalam perjalanan nak menghabiskan buku tu. Okay, so this is where you would use this third situation. Simple present continuous. The third one is perfect. Present perfect. Okay, so this is the third one. Present perfect. Present perfect ni macam Miss cakap tadi, you baca buku ataupun kita fikir game. Say for example, I have been playing the same game. Contohlah korang main mobile kan, ataupun main PC game, right? So you dah main game tu since 3 months ago ataupun I have started to play this mobile game since last year. Okay, so maksudnya you memang dah terjadi, macam mana cakap, you dah start, you dah buat pergerakan ataupun that action. Okay, that verb, you already started on that action. Tapi tak habis lagi. Sampai sekarang, you still doing that same verb ataupun that same action. Okay, so this is where you would use present perfect. Present perfect, dia punya formula dia warna kita guna warna merah. Formula dia, okay, macam ni kan kalau singular es, iess. Kalau untuk present continuous, you tambah am, is, are, lepas tu ing. Kalau present perfect, you ada perkataan ni, has or have. Okay, nampak je has dengan nampak je have, so you are using present perfect. Okay, has, have, and then you tambah past participle. Tak tahu korang nampak ke dia nampak. Kalau tak nampak kan, korang boleh zoom tau. YouTube ni boleh zoom dia punya what's it called? Dia punya screen ni kalau tak nampak sorry kalau korang pakai low resolution tu mungkin tak nampak sikit. So that's why kena naikkan ke 720 ataupun 1080 okay, hopefully korang nampak So formula untuk present perfect ni you ada nampak perkataan has ataupun have and then past participle. Remember kan kalau past participle kan ada that another form of the verb tu in what they call like it's already happened tapi you cannot specify when is it. So that's where the past participle. But sometimes past participle form of the verb can be the same one bila kita guna simple past. So kalau korang belum lagi dekat dalam what's it called in the description tu ada that table tu, use it. So this is where it can help you. So not only in past tense that you use past participle, even dekat dalam present perfect pun korang akan pakai. Okay, so say for example you have read that book since 2 months ago. Okay, so that's why not only this is where it's a bit confusing sebab past pun pakai, present pun pakai. So that's why here you have to be really careful and understand the sentences tu macam mana nak pakai. Okay, say for example I give you an example untuk present perfect ni. Present perfect. Okay, contoh sekarang pukul 5 right? So korang tak makan dinner lagi. Tapi I dah masak dinner for you guys. Contohnya, I have prepared dinner for everyone. Say for example, the dinner is happening later lah. Okay, so you are preparing something that's gonna happen in a few minutes later kan. So you dah prepared. So I have prepared dinner for everyone. Okay, tapi kalau you buat last night, so for the dinner last night ke apa, that's where you use past punya, this one will be past tense, I had. Tapi because that dinner has not happened yet, okay, ataupun I have prepared lunch. So for example, kalau in the morning lah, you think I have prepared lunch for everyone later. Okay, so things that you dah prepare, you dah siapkan. Okay, you dah siapkan dinner tu, tapi the dinner has not happened yet. So this is where you use this. Okay, I have prepared. Now, kenapa I have, not I has, right? I ni bila dia dalam present, okay, bila dalam present dia jadi, that's why dia special sikit, right? I ni bila jadi present tense, dia pegang ataupun it acts as a plural subject. Dia just special sikit, I ni, right? So but here dalam present ni, that's why dia ada dia punya verb to be dia sendiri. Which is am. Now here, kalau you guna simple present untuk I ni, dia akan jadi plural. Tapi kalau dalam past tense yang kita belajar minggu lepas, I will act ataupun dia akan jadi singular subject. So remember bila jadi dalam case present, I, dia akan act like a plural subject. So dia punya verb kalau tak ada guna verb to be am, it will take the, what's it called? The plural verbnya form. Okay, so the I ni special sikit. So that's what I have, bukan I has. Alright, so here you can see here I have. Kalau nampak perkataan has ataupun have, your verb needs to be in past participle. So here prepare, okay, root word dia adalah prepare without the D. Now kalau dalam past participle, dia sama dengan dia punya simple past bentuk dia, which is prepare tambah D sahaja. Okay, some of the past participle you don't need to spell macam tukar fancy spelling apa, just tambah D ataupun tambah ED also can happen. So you remember kalau belajar minggu lepas, kalau past simple past ada bentuk you tambah ED ataupun DO, you need to tukar dia punya spelling. Alright, so that's one. Let me give you another example. Kalau present perfect ni, if say you see perkataan ni, sekejap you see perkataan ni juga. I have, wait, you know what? Kalau I have ni macam banyak sangat. Let me see. I'm gonna give you another example. She has recently learned French. Okay, so here she learned French. Okay, so here she has recently learned French. Maksudnya just recently, baru je. Okay, dalam bahasa Melayu apa recently? Baru je terjadi. Oh, something like that. Kan baru je. Dia macam baru je habis sesuatu. Okay, macam contohnya baru je Miss sampai into, kalau Miss tengah travel and then Miss baru je sampai. Okay, so dia something baru je terjadi ataupun finish just now. Okay, so you will use present perfect tense ni. So here she ni singular, right? So she is singular. Mana merah mana? She is singular. Okay, so sebagai dia singular, so we will use has. Okay, has untuk singular. Kalau untuk plural akan guna have. Alright, so now dia sebabkan perkataan recently. Alright, sebabkan perkataan recently ni, so you will use present perfect. So here you punya verb will be in participle. Okay, so tambah it for participle ni, you tambah ed. Okay, so here another example for you to use untuk dalam singular punya bentuk. Now, kita dah belajar tadi kalau untuk daily routines ataupun something general that is happening, and then what is happening right now, apa yang tengah terjadi. Now, ni dah terjadi and then masih lagi terjadi. Kita akan pakai present perfect juga. Wait, actually I tak bagi you contoh yang tu. Kalau dah start tapi masih lagi buat. Let me give you that example. Contohnya Sekejap tengah fikir. Kalau yang tu, oh okay. Oh wait. Yang okay, so untuk contoh ni dia jadi negatif sebab I nak tambah not dekat sini. Right, so he has not called me since we argued this morning. So maksudnya this morning, okay, this morning diorang bergaduh. Alright, this bergaduh and then sampai sekarang tak call lagi. Alright, so here he has not called me since we argued this morning. So so this is where this is your has or have, right? And then not, and then call ni, nampak tak? Dia jadi past. Bukannya he has not calling ke, or he has not calls me. So it has to be in past. Sebab masih lagi sampai sekarang tak call lagi. Since morning, sebab diorang bergaduh in the morning. So this is where that's why I had read the book since 3 months ago, something like that. Okay, now itu present perfect. Now you dah start sesuatu aktiviti and then sampai sekarang pun masih lagi buat benda yang sama. So this is where you use this fourth situation. Oh, kat mana nak tulis ni? Present perfect continuous. Okay, so you have you have been doing it. You have been doing it since forever. Ataupun memang dah tertanam dalam diri tu sampai sekarang. So this is where you use present perfect continuous. So dia punya formula dia, mana merah saya? Formula dia, you nampak je perkataan ni, has or have, nampak tu? Been. And then you would use I and G. So your verb, selepas nampak je perkataan has been ataupun have been, your verb will be in ing. Contohnya eat, kalau eat lah, your base word ataupun your root word is eat, makan, right? You eating. So I have been reading, I have been eating, I have been walking. Kalau kau sampai sekarang kau walking memang kurus lah. Okay. Ataupun so it means the things that you have been doing since forever. And so okay. Another clue juga untuk present perfect continuous ni, bila you nampak perkataan ni, since ataupun for. So since, nampak dengan since dengan for, you would use present perfect continuous. Now, kalau korang perasan juga, perfect continuous ni boleh terkeliru sikit dengan present perfect dengan present continuous. Dia macam combination, but sometimes in a certain context, in a certain story, kalau korang cerita, dia akan tukar sikit. So kena hati-hati. So that's why you have to really understand. Kalau contohnya kalau korang dapat soalan dalam, usually ni akan masuk dalam multiple choice. Your what's it called? Error correction in your paper PT3, right? So they will give you this word, they will put it in your, what's it called, in the sentence tu, and then you kena tengok, you kena faham that sentence tengah cakap nampak je perkataan since or for, and then ada has dengan have been ni kan. So kalau dia tak ada ing in that verb tu, maksudnya salah lah tu. Ataupun ada ing, ada since, lepas tu you tak ada perkataan has, dia tukar jadi are ke apa, right? So this is where you can change it. So this are the things that you can do in your multiple choice ataupun in that error correction punya portion dalam paper PT3. Okay? So contoh-contoh dia, okay, kat mana tulisnya? Contoh-contoh untuk present perfect continuous ni, she has been reading the same book for 3 months. So maksudnya dalam 3 bulan she has been reading for the same book since like 3 months ago. Dia masih lagi baca buku yang sama. So she has been reading the same book for 3 months. So here, kalau korang tengok, now remember kalau that's why korang kena memang understand your subject is singular ataupun plural. So if for here is she is singular, right? So your verb ni apa verb to have. Verb to have ni, kejap, better I stand. Astaghfirullahaladzim. Okay, sorry kat sini dia macam ada tangga jatuh dia. Alright, so she is your singular subject. So your verb to have, okay, have, has atau have, you use has sebab singular. Alright, so has, and then ada perkataan be. So bila ada has dengan be, so your verb will tambah, boleh nampak ke ni Oh lama. Sorry, kalau tak nampak boleh zoom kat sini. So she has been reading. So reading tu R-E-A-D, your base word, then you tambah ing. Okay, you tambah ing sama apa? Okay. Alright. So, let me give you one more example. I have been going to the same supermarket since I was a little girl. So maksudnya, okay, so I have been going to the same supermarket since I was a little girl. So maksudnya since I dah kecil, so I'm a girl kan. So since I was a budak kecil, budak perempuan yang kecil, I pergi the same supermarket. So kalau I nak pergi beli groceries ke apa, I go to the same supermarket sampai sekarang. Okay, so here because remember I is special, dia akan dalam untuk present tense dia akan jadi plural verb, plural subject even though dia seorang je, saya seorang je, but it's special sikit, so it will take plural punya verb, okay, plural ni form. So I have been, and then you punya verb kat sini adalah go, so you tambah ing. I've been going to the same supermarket since I was a little girl. So ada 4 here. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and then present perfect continuous. So simple present is bila something is daily routine ataupun you are putting something in general. Okay? And then dia punya formula singular subject. Kalau singular subject tambah es, ies ataupun s, ataupun kalau plural subject you guna root word. Okay? Root word ataupun base form of the verb. Kalau present continuous, ada verb to be, am, is, or are, and then ing you punya verb tu kan. Your verb tu kena tambah ing. Macam Miss dah bagi tadi contoh. Present perfect, something that you just did it and then and then it's like it just happened. Okay, so that's where you will use verb to have be, and then you punya verb kena dalam bentuk past participle. Okay, so that's present perfect, and then present perfect continuous, something that has been happening since forever, masih lagi dah start lama dah, and then sampai sekarang masih lagi berlaku. Okay, so what I want to think I need to cover, I forgot. Asyik tak sempat nak buat latihan, so next week what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give you a bit of example ataupun latihan before we start the class to cover next week, which is on future tense. Okay, so last week kita dah belajar past, this week kita belajar present, next week kita akan belajar future, but before we start on the future one tu, I will give you macam let's go through examples and then how to implement atau macam mana nak pakai simple ataupun this present tense lah, sebab tak sempat untuk habiskan untuk hari ni. Okay, alright, so if there's any question ataupun anything that you need to clarify, you can find me, you can contact me or any other tutors from us tutor dekat dalam website eTuisyen.my. Okay, alright, I guess that's all for today. I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.